If you have been looking for a flexible home-based business, my name is Carrie, and I help women all across the United States and Canada launch their very own moving box rental businesses. I've actually coached well over 100 women to get started. A moving box rental business is a very simple local business where you can rent reusable plastic moving bins to people that are moving. One of my students wanted to share their story with you, so sit back, take a listen, and at the end, I'm going to show you how you can get started too.
Well, thank you so much, Tanya, for meeting with me today and explaining your experience you've had with our 16-week program to get you launched with your own moving box company. So I'm going to just ask you a few questions that some of the other ladies who are looking into this business might be wondering themselves. So what was it that initially intrigued you about this business? Because you likely found me online somewhere. You're like, who is this Carrie girl? You looked into it. What was it that intrigued you?
The fact that it is strictly women, the fact that I can do this, all of it from start to finish, like your website, your everything, all on your own. You know, it gives you that push to be on your own and do your own stuff.
Okay, perfect. So that's what intrigued you. And what did your family think about it when you brought it up to them?
I think my husband thought I was crazy because I was like talking about it and then I wasn't. Then I'm like, maybe not. And then like he's jumped in 2 feet, you know, he's helping me out with making things, dollies and logoing my totes. And so, yeah, he's my main supporter. So
is this going to be the type of business where you run it together, or is this going to be your baby?
Eventually we will. I do work full time, so I'm going to do part time now and then gradually go full time for myself first. And then, you know, years down the road, hopefully he can retire from his job and we can just do it together.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. What do you think, if you look back before you made the decision and before you said to yourself, that's it, I'm going to go do this? What was it that was holding you back, or what was it that made you apprehensive about joining the program?
Doing it on your own. Yes. That was a big thing. I'm thinking like, because I'm really not good with change. So it would be like a lot of change. I'm really not tech savvy. So a lot of the things was like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I can do this. And you were just like a message away, whether email, text, whatever, you were just always there. Some other of the ladies, I've reached out to them and they were great helping me. Mm-hmm.
So why don't you explain that a little bit, because not everybody understands the full program that we've got here. So when you said reached out to some of the ladies, why don't you explain that a little bit?
So from the Facebook group that we're in, the ladies you can make a post and they can help you that way, whether it's, you know, with your logo or your slogan or an issue that you might have. And it's just easy. You just make a post and, you know, they're very supportive on there. I messaged a couple, like just private messages. And just last night I messaged a couple because I was having things that I didn't understand with Canva. So yeah, and they're quick to respond as well. You know, if they have the time, and they're always so helpful.
Yeah, it's a really nice community that we have built up here. I was just talking to someone about this a few minutes ago, that it's not at all competitive nature. You'll be talking to some of the other students in the program that are all across North America, Canada, and the US, and you'll reach out to them and say, hey, I'm really stuck on this. Do you have any advice? Do you know how, like, did you experience the same thing? And you're right, they're more than willing to jump in and help. And it's not as though everyone's, you know, tight-lipped. Nobody wants to share their secrets or their tips. Everybody, it's just very free-flowing with the information, and very collaborative, which is what I like. It's not all these secrets, you know, everyone's wanting to support each other. Everybody's cheering you on. You know, you put up a post the other day, look guys, I got my totes, and everyone's like, oh my God, that's awesome. And it's so nice to have people to talk to that really get the excitement with a plastic box, right?
It is. We get you're doing circles on something that, you know, you can't figure it out, and everybody being in different time zones, you know, somebody, you could write a message one evening and then they not get it till the next day. But, you know, meanwhile, you messaged 5 other people and somebody's already, you know, responded to you. Yeah. So it's not because I've been running in circles a couple of times and I'm like, I don't know. And I'm like messaging like multiple ladies.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's so nice to have a community because typically when you're starting a business, you're doing it all solo, you're trying to figure it out. You may or may not have a coach, but to have all this extension of all this, all the other women is just very, very unique. So when you looked at the course and what came with it versus now going through the course and finishing it, is it what you expected or is it completely opposite to what you thought it would be?
it's much more than what I expected when I first joined, because you're doing this all on your own, like you're doing your stuff, and at the beginning you don't know really, or you're not much to reach out for help or whatever, right? So to know that you do have that group of women that you can reach out to, it made it easier for me to continue on and not be like, oh, I can't do this. Because I think if I didn't have that support from the women and you, I think I would have like maybe stopped a long time ago.
Yeah, like I definitely keep you accountable and I keep you on track with everything. But you're right, having the other women there as well is great motivation. Do you think that you could have done this on your own, like without me and without the other ladies?
I would never have thought of doing it. Nope.
Okay. What if you did think about doing it?
I don't know if I would. I've never really thought of being like running my own business.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so it was never a thought because I have a great full-time job, right? That I love, and I've been there for like 9 years. So I never thought of venturing from there.
Yeah, right.
But,
Okay.
you know, someday we're all going to retire, and even just having this as it's so simple, it's so easy. You pick up your coach, you deliver them, you pick them back up at the end of the move. Like,
Yeah.
it's so simple, so easy.
And what do you think was your favorite part of the program?
I think it's doing my website.
Oh, and that's unexpected, I'm sure, right?
Well, because you learn so much. Like, if you didn't do a course that didn't have the back end of a website, you would never know how a website would go. So being on the back end of a website and learning all of that stuff, like I told a friend the other day, I'm like, yeah, I, did everything on my website all myself. And they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah, like from the back end of a website, we work on the back end of the website and make our websites on our own. And they're like, no way. And I'm like, yes, I did.
Yeah, your website's gorgeous. You've done a really, really good job with it. And I will share the link in the description of this video here so that people can watch it. Not watch it, go check it out. Do you think the style of coaching that I do or the way that I explain things, does it fit the way you learn? Because some people are visual learners, some people aren't, right? Some people just tell me how to do it and I'll go do it. Some people need step-by-step breaking down, like what works for you. And did the style that I teach, did it fit the way that you need to learn?
Yes, because I like to do. I don't like to have to read. Like I enjoyed your videos because it showed me how to do it. And that's how I like to learn, is like, I like to do it. Show me how to do it and I can do it.
That's right. Yeah, I'm the same way. I learn by doing. That's how I do it. If someone's just going to tell me how to do it, right over my head, it won't work. Yeah. Okay. So let's say you had thought of this idea on your own and you'd always wanted to do a business and you started your business. How long do you think it would have taken for you to get to this point if you were doing this all solo?
Probably longer. I would think maybe half a year to a year, because I would have support of, whoever's helping me with my website or, stuff like that, marketing. You would have that support of those people, but maybe not like I have it with you, like in this course, how this course is. I think it would have taken me way longer.
Yeah. Because you did, you took the 16-week course. I think you finished it prior to that, right? You got done a little bit early.
Yes, I think a week or two.
Yeah, that's impressive. So you've learned a lot. You've come a really, really long way from the Tanya that I knew 15 weeks ago versus now. Totally different girl. And I've seen your totes. You've got your beautiful logo on them. You are all set up. And when is your launch date? How many more weeks away?
Well, I was going to do it for the 1st, but my website is live and everything. I've been joining Facebook groups and stuff like that. So I guess you can say that it's now.
Woo! Sweet. Okay, good. Well,
Yeah.
I will share the link so people can look through your site and reach out to you if they happen to live closely to you and are interested in renting. What message do you give to other women who are similar to you, maybe in the same age bracket, working full time, never really thought about doing a business before? What kind of advice do you have to them to give to them?
Well, just like you said, when I was so afraid to take my website off of construction, you know what? Just do it, right? Just do it. Just take it off. And, I went around in circles trying to figure out if this was something that I wanted to do, if it was something that I could do.
Mm-hmm.
And I just did it. Just do it. Just, you do your thinking about it and then just do it.
And for the ladies who haven't joined the program yet, but they've just come across me online and they're like, I wonder if this business could work where I live. But they're afraid to take that big step of, buying the course, paying for the course. What would you tell those ladies?
If I can do it, you can do it. I am not, like I said, I am not tech savvy. I hardly ever used Zoom. My first couple of Zoom meetings, I was terrified because I'm like, I never done this before. Get used to it. Carrie is great to deal with. The ladies that are on the Zooms with you on the meetings, they're so it's just like you're going out for coffee and having a chat. And it's great. The support is great. Just do it.
You just brought up some memories. I've belonged to lots of coaching programs before, and there's Zoom calls there with the other ladies, same sort of thing. But the difference is, Tanya, is that on these Zoom calls, everybody has their video turned off. So all we see are all these thumbnails. Nobody's interacting with each other. It's really, they're just waiting for their turn to talk to the coach. And it's just thinking back, I never formed any connections with anyone in those programs because we didn't know each other. We're just really communicating with the coach, and other people happen to be listening in the background, or people put us on mute and they're not even really listening, And it's so different because you're right, with the weekly meetings that we have with our students, everybody's camera's on. Everybody's talking when they have ideas, and they'll hear you talking and you'll say, Carrie, I don't know how to do this. I'll of course give you my advice, but then someone else pipes in and says, Tanya, you know what? I found that this really works well. And someone else is like, oh, have you ever thought of this? And it's like, that wouldn't have happened in my other coaching programs. Everybody was quiet. Nobody helped each other at all. It's such a nice community we have. So I'm glad that you enjoyed that part of it as much as I have.
Yes.
Okay, so I think, you're ready to go. You have actually fully launched, which is super exciting. Now we're just waiting for that first customer to come around. Yeah, I appreciate your time, and I will be following along on your journey to make sure everything's going well. We'll meet up on the 30 days, we'll meet again, 60 days, we'll meet again, 90 days, we'll meet again, because I really want to make sure you're on the right track and starting to make some sales. Don't worry, support is not going away. I wish you all the best, and it's been a pleasure to get to know you.
Thank you, and it's been a pleasure getting to know you as well. And your community that you have going here.
It's one of a kind. My pleasure.
So if this story inspired you and maybe even resonated a little bit with you, and you're wondering about starting your own moving box rental business in your own community, I have created a free 3-part video series to help you make an informed decision. So it's going to walk you through how the business works, what the startup costs look like, what the profit potential looks like, and exactly how to get started. You're going to find the link in the description below. Take note though, because this business is quickly growing throughout North America and many communities are still wide open. So now is the time to learn about it and get your foot in the door locally. And if you decide that it's the right path for you, I can help you step by step launch your business too.